Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm doing this look for you. This was supposed to be just like a cranberry look, and then it just morphed itself into this like amazing, more intense, dramatic, pinky purple, red, awesome eye look. And I really love how it turned out, as I usually say. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoy this one. I don't know. That's kind of it. This is a really simple intro. I think this would be good for like a holiday party. You want to look fun, festive, just amazing and crazy. Like this is it. But yeah, I think it's really fun and I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so to get started our look today, I'm going to prime differently than usual. So this will kind of spice things up a little bit for my videos. So for our primer today, I'm going to use the P. Louise black base again. I'm actually just going to use this. I'm not using any concealer like I usually would. So super weird for me, but I just wanted to try something different. So I'm going to apply this all over my lid, and I'm using the technique that P. Louise, you know, their team, their company, whatever, they always recommend, which is just like pat, pat, pat. So I'm just patting out this base with a MAC 252. As you can see, I kind of mentioned this in my last video where I used this base, if you saw it, but this base is more like it's like a sheer black. I'm also taking my finger in the edges to like blend it out. So as you can see, even on my eye with no concealer or anything, it's sort of just like a sheer wash. I really wish this was more pigmented. You know, I don't know why it wouldn't be, because, you know, some of our other bases, you know, are a lot more pigmented. Maybe if they made this in the same formula as the Mitchell bases that he did with P. Louise, where they were in like the squeeze tube with like the big opening, it might have been more, you know, pigmented like those ones are. But, you know, it is what it is. It still works for the purpose of like darkening and deepening your shades. But yeah, it's just a little disappointing. Okay, so I just applied that and then sort of buffed out the edge with my finger. It doesn't need to be perfect. We're gonna go over top with lots of eyeshadow, as you can see. So it's okay. So today I'm gonna be actually using my Blood Sugar palette from Jeffree Star. It's been so long since I've used this, so wanted to give it a go again. So the first shade I'm taking is called Fresh Meat. I'm gonna use it on the other side of that same MAC 252 brush. And I'm just going to pack this color on top of the entire area where I put that base, and then just kind of build this up a couple times. I definitely feel like not all of these Jeffree Star shades in this palette show up like the first time. You definitely have to build it, kind of like where the Stacey Marie palette, that colorful palette, like if I went in with those reds, I feel like the second I put it on, it's like bam. But these reds feel a little more sheer. They're still very good. They still blend, obviously, really nicely, make a really vibrant look, but I definitely feel like you have to work a little harder. Once it's patted on, I'm going to take a Morphe M456, probably my favorite blending brush ever. And I'm going to the shade Cherry Soda, which is the true red in this palette. And I'm going to just use this to start blending out the edges of that last red color we put down. And as you can see, we are going with a wing shape today. So getting kind of into this color is where I'm going to start like pulling out the eyeshadow. I'm very delicate, like if you felt my pressure, I'm very delicate when I get out here to this area where I kind of want the color to fade out. Just helps it fade out better, helps minimize any harshness. Once that's on, I'm going into a bigger fluffy brush. This is just from a Morphe. It's like one of the little rose gold eye sets. It doesn't have any numbers. And I'm going to take the shade Tongue Pop, and I'm going to then use this big brush to really buff everything out. So this is something you guys see me do all the time. Get in with this lighter color and just kind of go crazy. I use pretty firm pressure, except again when I kind of get out here, I'll kind of lighten up my pressure. But as I'm going around the edges, I really press pretty hard to really buff out those darker colors. And then as usual, we are going to go back in with all of our darker colors to kind of clean up this blend. So here I'm going back in with cherry soda, making sure that that is nice and vibrant. Going back in with fresh meat to make sure our deep shade is really blending out really well. And then I'm also going to dip into the shade Coma on the same brush. And I'm going to start building up here in the outer corner. This is another shade in this palette where I feel like I have to layer it a lot to get it to really stand out. Still looks nice, but I have to work a little harder with it. But I'm just building it up in the outer corner. So I'm really stamping it there on the outermost part, and then kind of buffing it in, buffing it out towards the edge. And this is just adding some really subtle depth in the outer corner. Now for the fun part, we're gonna do this beautiful shade on the lid. I'm gonna take the Peaches and Cream glitter base. You guys know this is like my favorite glitter base, and on just my finger I'm going to tap this pretty much all over my eyelid. I'm sticking, I would say, more towards this inner part and then almost all the way across, but I'm not going like all the way out there. Just sort of like 3/4 of the way. As always, I'm tapping this base a little bit above my crease so our shimmer will stick out above the crease. And then I'm going to take the Peaches pigment, and this is the shade Mademoiselle. So it's really kind of similar to that shade Cinderella I used in one of my last videos. Cinderella has just more orange and red kind of warm shimmer. And then this shade Mademoiselle, it looks similar, but you get a lot more pink. So this one's gonna look a lot more pinky. So if you're going for more of a pinky cranberry look, you'd wanna use this one. If you wanna go more like red, a little bit orangey warm vibe, you would wanna do Cinderella. Next, I'm gonna go into the Alexis Stone Transformation palette. I really, really love this palette. And I'm gonna take the shade all the way at the end, like the front end to the left. And it's sort of like a duochrome purpley pink. And I'm gonna start off by applying this in my inner corner. This palette is really great to just have some really beautiful pigmented kind of duochrome shades if that's what you're looking for. Like, you'll definitely love this palette. So I packed that on my inner corner. And then I'm also gonna put this all under my brow, and I want this pretty intense. Now this will darken your brow area because it's gonna add quite a bit of a purple pinky sheen. But this look is quite dramatic, so I don't mind. And I kind of wanted to just like switch it up and add something fun. You can go back with your other brushes as needed to further blend anything. If you need to add some depth or whatever, just kind of go back in. I'm also going to take a little bit of that same duochrome from the Alexis Stone palette and just lightly tap a little bit in the center. It was just to add like a little bit of a more pop to the center. All right, so now we're going to do the lower lash line, and you already know what I'm going to be doing. I'm taking my e.l.f. No Budge liner, putting that on my waterline as usual, and then just taking the same exact crease shades that I used on top and blending them on the bottom. This is nothing new if you watch enough of my videos, just what I like to do. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I'm doing literally the exact same things. Taking the exact same shades on top, putting them on the bottom from dark, and then blending down to the lighter colors. So I then decided I wanted to liven up my inner corner just a little bit more. So I'm going to go back with my Peaches and Cream base. I'm going to take that on my little flat brush I used on my lower lash line. This is from the new Morphe Holiday set. I'm going to tap a little bit of that base on the inner corner. And then I'm going to use my, oops, if we could focus on me, that'd be great. I'm going to use a little bit of my MAC Reflex Pearl Glitter. It was still here from the last time I used this in a video, and I saw it and I was just like, why not? Let's just add some fun just because. So I'm going to first put a bunch of this all over the inner corner. And as you can see, this really makes the inner corner pop a lot. And then just to make sure it didn't turn too white, I went back in with that Alexis Stone Transformation color and pressed that on top of the glitter so that you still get that like brightness, but then this brings it back to a really kind of like purple moment there. Really quickly, I'm going to throw in my mascara and lashes. Today I'm using my ALIEXPRESS lashes again. Same style as my last video, I believe. This is 2021. These are kind of my favorite. They're my new favorite. I feel like every couple weeks I have a new favorite from that whole set because I love them all so much. 2021 I like because it's so spiky, and you get like a spike and then a shorter section and then another spiky and a shorter one, and it kind of like, I don't know. I just really love these, and I love the wing it gives on the end too. So yeah, I'm gonna throw these on, put on my e.l.f. mascara as usual, and then we'll be right back. All right, so eyes are done. I did also put on my eyebrows just to save some time. And now let's work on the face makeup. To add some hydration to my skin really quick, I'm gonna go with my e.l.f. Glowy Dewy Skin Mist. I guess they changed the bottle because this is what it looks like now when I go to Walmart, but it's sort of like a white liquid. I'm just gonna spray the spritzer on this. You guys know I bitched about that. It's definitely better than the old bottle, but it's still not great. So I'm gonna put it on my hands and then rub it in on my hands. Like obviously if I had no makeup on that yet, and I did this like before I put any makeup on, the spritzer would be fine. But since I have my eyes down, I don't wanna risk like dousing my eyes and completely ruining my eye makeup. So for foundation today, I'm gonna go into my Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is the shade Buff 2N2. Still seems kind of yellow for being a neutral, but whatever. I'm just gonna get this on with my fingers. And then today I'm just gonna blend that in with my Peaches and Cream PC26 brush. If any of you guys bought any of the Peaches brushes upon my recommendation, because I got quite a few messages over the last couple weeks since I've been using them a lot, of people talking about, like asking me for the link or like where to get them or whatever. If you've been enjoying them, let me know. So I currently don't have a lot of this foundation on. I put a really minimal amount, and I'm really like spreading it out as far as I can. And then I'm just gonna take a little extra anywhere I feel like I need just a little more coverage. Going in with a little bit of my e.l.f. concealer. I'm gonna try not to go too close to the eyeshadow because I don't wanna like ruin the nice soft blend. So I'm gonna go, you know, not too close when I blend it out, but I probably will just go back in with my blending brush once I blend this in, just to kind of like touch up to make sure the under eye still looks really soft. Setting really quickly with my Maybelline loose powder. I'm kind of curious to, like, I don't want to, I don't know, completely change up what I like, especially since it works. Like, this powder is so inexpensive and it works so well, it's amazing. So I'm not trying to, you know, completely switch it up. If it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing, you know? But I don't, you know, I don't want to be too redundant. So on my channel, so if there is another powder you'd recommend to me that you really like, please leave me a comment down below, because I'm interested to try other things, especially for my channel, so it's not like too boring. Oh Lord, my camera's about to die. For bronzer, I'm gonna go in with my Global Glow MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. Really been still really enjoying this for bronzer lately. Totally forgot I have a new bronzer I wanted to try. Perfect. I'm still gonna use a little bit of it just to try it. I went to Ulta earlier today. Today is actually Black Friday that I'm filming this, because I wanted to see what deals they had. And KYLIE Cosmetics, sorry, I got like a brush here. KYLIE Cosmetics bronzers, blushes, and highlights were on sale for $10 each. So because you guys know, oh my God, what is going on here? Because you guys know I love the KYLIE bronzers so much. I've talked about them a lot. I wanted to get another color to try. So this is the shade Almond. It's deeper than the other ones I have. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of this to kind of darken up my contour a little bit. Don't need to, but I just wanna try it. The color's pretty. I think her bronzers are literally amazing. I think the colors are perfect and the formula is really good. Definitely my favorite thing I've ever tried from KYLIE's brand. For blush, I'm gonna go into my JUVIA'S Place blush palette again. And I'm gonna take the shade B, which is sort of like a mauve-y, purpley color. And I'm gonna use that as blush today with my usual favorite blush brush, the Morphe M554. For highlight today, I'm going to dip into my e.l.f. Nabella Noir Loose Highlight. Really love this a lot. So blinding and gorgeous. I got a backup of these because I wasn't sure if it was going to go away forever. So I bought an extra one for when this one runs out or just to use in my kit because it's so pretty. So much glow. I like literally love that highlight so much. And then just to really spice up this look, I'm gonna go on with a kind of bold lip to go with a bold eye. I think I'm gonna use MAC Oh Lady liquid lipstick. We'll see. Yeah, this will be good. All right, guys, so that is the finished look. Hope you like this one. As I always say, I really like the way this turned out. Do really love this. This is not necessarily what I thought I was going for when I first started this. I want to do like a cranberry kind of eye look, but it just morphed itself in this really awesome like pinky purple, reddish, amazing vibe. So I hope you guys like it. Thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you next time. Bye.